Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Medical Moments with Covenant Healthcare, and joining us this morning we have Nurse Laura Walker. Thanks so much for being back here with us. We're excited because this week is 4th of July. We're talking today about staying safe while celebrating. We know it can be a dangerous holiday, unfortunately. If you could start with maybe telling us some common Independence Day injuries that bring people to Covenant.
All right, so we love fireworks this time of year. I don't think it's just the 4th of July anymore. It seems to go like the end of June to like the first 10 days in July, and they are fun. What we happen to see often is burns. So over 100,000 people are usually injured on the 4th of July across the United States, and half of those are burns. So that's pretty significant. I don't think people realize, like, even things like sparklers can burn people. So sparklers are 1,000 to 2,000 degrees in temperature, which is hot enough to actually melt metal. So we always think sparklers are pretty benign, but they're that hot, so they can easily burn the skin if they're touched by them.
Especially little kids grabbing them,
right.
You got to really be careful. You know, what can people do of all ages, whether it's families, children? What do we need to do to really stay safe?
So I always want people to have fun, but you got to do it safely. So if you're working with fireworks, this one of the things you should consider is having like a designated person that it's doing that, and then like maybe a person behind them that's ready to go into safety action if needed. So you have water readily available, whether it's a hose or a bucket. So if you're using the sparklers, you dip the sparklers in the water afterwards so they're cooled off. Pay attention to what you're doing. I think we live in a society sometimes that is constantly distracted by multiple things, so just kind of be in the moment when you're utilizing those things.
That's important. Well, you know, we were talking too about summer heat and keeping safe and cool. Do you have any tips on that?
So hydrate. Ladies should have about 12 cups of fluid a day, and men 15, which sounds like a lot, but fluid comes in multiple things. It's not just the cup you're drinking of, it's the watermelon you're eating, it's all of our food has some bit of water in it. You want to make sure that you're drinking so that you're not thirsty, so you don't want to wait till you're thirsty to drink, because by then you're way dehydrated.
Interesting. So I would keep a thermos handy.
Right. Yeah.
Good cup of water standing by.
Yep. Alcohol and sugary drinks are things that we tend to use during the summertime a little bit more. Those always dehydrate people, so make sure that if you are choosing to have either that, the sugary beverages or the alcoholic beverages, you're also replenishing yourself with waters. Keep an eye on the very young and the very old, because they're at most risk for any heat-related injuries.
All right, especially when it gets really hot, check on your neighbors if they're elderly.
Right.
You know, Covenant offers free safety classes to the public. Can you tell us about those and what they cover?
So we have multiple classes, and we sometimes tailor them to people's needs. Sometimes it's just really coming into like a classroom and talking about bike safety, or a daycare unit with pediatric patients, or water safety. We do a class called Stop the Bleed, which is kind of for the adult population. And then other things, we do fall classes. So we tailor it to what the needs are. So if there is something that you're interested in, go ahead and reach out to us, and we can either help you out with it or point you in the right direction.
And you sign up for those online?
So it would probably be more of a phone call or an email to me, so we can work together to get you the information that you need.
Wonderful. Well, we appreciate you being here today, and for more information on all of those details, go to WNEM.com and look for the hot links section at the top of the homepage. We appreciate you being here, and we're back in just a moment.